Thank you. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. Minutes of the meeting number 457. Arabian Toastmaster Club meeting number 457 was held on Wednesday, 26th May 2021, virtually over Zoom platform. Total 16 participants attending the meeting, including the guests. Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Vasanti Sai Krishna, called the meeting to order at 7 p.m. sharp and read out the mission statement of Toastmaster International. Club Vice President Education, Toastmaster Sheetal Agarwal, started the meeting with a great, fervid message and introduced distinguished Toastmaster Oman Thomas as Toastmasters of the Day. Toastmasters of the Day introduce Your Only Limit is You as theme of the day and then introduce all the assignees for the day. Winner for the best role player was distinguished Toastmaster Oman Thomas. Toastmaster Abid Khan was the grammarian and the word master who introduced the word sagacious as word of the day. In prepared speech session, there was one speech. Best speaker was Toastmaster Rupa Avdhani. Toastmaster Sangeeta introduced a book named Kafka on the Shore by Murakami. After the break, table topic session was conducted by distinguished Toastmaster Ashik Nazir. Best table topic speakers were distinguished Toastmaster Suresh Kumar and Toastmaster Sheetal Agarwal. Evaluation session was conducted by Toastmaster Prashant Karle. Best evaluator was Toastmaster Arun Vasan. Meeting was adjourned by the club Vice President Education at 8:55 p.m. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ravish. Any additions or corrections to this minutes of the meeting? Having heard none, I approve this as true copy of meeting number 457.
Thank you.
Dear Arabians, one of the recent meetings, I came to know the full form of a word, family. Family. Any guess what can be the full form of that? You can unmute and tell, Toastmaster Prashant.
Father and mother, I love you.
Yes, excellent. Father and mother, I love you. And for the Arabian family, the club seniors are our fathers and mothers. So we respect you and love you a lot and lot. That's about Arabian family. Now coming back to our individual family. How to lead a happy and healthy life. Since a long time, I was thinking I should do all this once I reach home from office, but I wasn't able to follow that. For the past 2 weeks, I started to follow like tasks to be achieved before I go to bed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. First task, once I come back from office, spend 30 minutes with my wife and children to know what happened in the day. Number 2, 30 minutes yoga. Number 3, finish your dinner before 7 p.m. Number 4, spend at least minimum 30 minutes each with my daughters to know about their studies and if any support required to provide to them. And finally, number 5th point, it's related to health. I started doing oil pulling. Have you all heard about this? Oil pulling. Some
Yes.
may be aware of this, but not doing. Some may be aware and started doing and continuously doing, and some may not be aware at all. So let me tell what oil pulling is. Before I go to bed, I take few spoons of sesame oil in the mouth and rotate the oil in the mouth so that your mouth and your teeth, jaws all get clean with the oil. So once you do that, after some time, the oil gets very thin and you can see foam in that. So what I came to know that by doing this, your body gets cleaned and it improves the health of your teeth. So I don't go to sleep if I don't do this 5 tasks, and I tick in my notebook that today I have done all these 5, and me and my family are happy with that. With that message, now let me invite the Toastmaster of the day for today's meeting, the last regular meeting of this program year, Toastmaster Prashant. A good friend of mine. I should say like how we became friends. We met in a yoga day function. He was the only non-Toastmaster who took part in the table topics, in which I was the table topic master. So that introduced Toastmaster Prashant, a highly experienced electrical engineer working in SAFCO, to me. And today he is part of our Arabian family. With that, let me hand over the stage to Toastmaster Prashant, Toastmaster of the day. Over to you.
Thank you, Mr. President, for the brief introduction. Good evening, Toastmaster and dear guest. Today, my role is Toastmaster of the day, and we everyone know that it is a vital role for the meeting. The role of the Toastmaster primarily to inspire, engage, and handle the overall meeting. The task includes the explanation of the theme of the day, introduce the participants, and keep an engaging sessions or conversation with the teammates, and make sure that everything moves according to the planned agenda. Today, as we know that the theme, can I know the theme from anyone? What is the theme of this meeting?
Break your
Break
own
out of
shell.
your
Break out of your shell.
Break out of shell, yeah.
Breaking out of the shell.
Yes.
One of the greatest battles everyone fight in their life is leaving their comfort zone. A comfort is anything that makes everything easy for a person. And we, without inherent unchangeable human trait, latch onto it like a baby. But even a baby chooses to leave a comfort and walk into the new chapter of life with open arms. Today's topic dwells on this uncertain feeling of leaving your comfort zone and what it means to an individual. Leaving a comfort zone is an indication of unpredictable changes necessary in our lives. And today's mission is behind our topic. We know the breaking out of the shell. It is nothing but to respect, encourage, appreciate this difficult decision one had to take in order to leave their soothing comfort zone to achieve success and happiness. The intent of selecting this theme is to highlight how it contributed to the success of my journey to date. Couple of years back, almost 20 years from now, I was employed to blue chip public sector Government of India undertaking company called Indian Petrochemicals Corporation Limited, IPCL. Now it has been taken over by Reliance Industries. I was in an impression that my life was well settled until the age of retirement as per the government norms. I had my own house. I was staying in a company accommodation that called township. And you know, this township is having several services like department stores, playground, gym, theaters, temple, lots of services, free services, electricity, water, transportation even. So it was a cool and relaxed life. However, at the back of mind, I was having some intuition that why to restrict ourselves to a certain comfort zone, and let us try to see that what the best I can do to the best of my talent. The only difficulty why it was came into my mind as a thought, the monthly income. It was actually it was not so handsome. It was hand to mouth. I could barely have some savings at the end of the month. So I had a firm belief that as long as you are within a 40-45 years, you can take a calculated risk in order to take a bigger jump with respect to your career and to have a better living, rather much depending in the later stage on the pension. Perhaps, and eventually, I started coming out of my comfort zone by attending the walk-in interviews for Gulf opportunities, and finally end up in selection to one of the SABIC affiliate in year 2001. I believe the measure of success for the professional is the job satisfaction with respect to the performance to the best of your knowledge and experience. Yes, of course, the materialistic wealth is another evaluating factor for rational point of view, which I feel achieved by breaking out of the shell, which is the today's theme I selected. So with this, let us move to the meeting. Fellow Toastmaster and dear guest, it is my privilege and the pleasure to welcome you all Toastmaster Club for the mutual benefit. In particular, any guest today? Yeah, my family would be there virtually. So I would like to explain the structure of the meeting in a very brief. The overall structure has divided into three parts. One is a prepared speech round. Second is the table topic round. And the third is evaluation round. Without narrating much about these three topics in depth, I would like to proceed to introduce my role bearers who will assist me in the running of today's meeting. To conduct the evaluation, in particular for all prepared speeches and the table topic speeches, in particular, we have a general evaluator of the day, DTM Suresh Kumar. He has been working in AYTB and closely associated with the Toastmaster Club. His contribution has made several teammates to learn and develop their hidden talents of effectual communication and in-turn leadership. He firmly believes on the theme, breaking out of the shell, that It is very important to break out of our shells. Only then we can explore and realize our true potential. Breaking out of our shell is indeed the first step towards self-development and self-actualization. So, please help me welcome DTM Suresh Kumar to explain his role for this today meeting.
Toastmaster Day, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests, good evening. As the general evaluator, my role is to observe everything and anything that takes place from the start to the end of the meeting. And during the evaluation session, I'll conduct the evaluation session with a team of evaluators where we give a positive and constructive feedback on all the speeches of the day. And at the end of the meeting, I will give my complete evaluation report when called upon to do so. Over to you, Mr. Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, DTM Suresh Kumar. Next, to conduct the table topic session, we have table topic master of the day, MTM, Master Toastmaster Rupa Udani. She is basically a housewife, mother of 2 kids. She is a dynamic speaker, always looking for the opportunity for demonstrating her traits and ultimately serving to the club. She is one of the leading contender of the table topics. Her viewpoint on the today's theme is, I quote, "We must all strive to break out our shell as nothing grows in comfort zone." I was very reticent person during my schooling days, but I broke out my shell and become more outgoing personality. Once I had to stay in hostel, there was an overall development in my personality, which helped me face the world in a better way. With this quote, I would introduce or I would welcome Mr. Master Toastmaster Rupa Udani to explain her role.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the Day, Prashant, for that elated introduction. I'll be the table topic master for today. I'll be conducting the table topic session, which I'll explain when I would start the session. Rules and regulations about the table topics. That's it. Over to you.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster Rupa Udani. The next, to track the good and not so good usage of grammar, we have the grammarian and word master of the day, Madam Toastmaster Saira Uman. She is a versatile, multi-talented, ever-smiling personality of our club. Her contribution for the club is noteworthy. By profession, he is a teacher from International Juvenile School. Her viewpoint on the theme, I quote, "Breaking out of your shell means moving out of one's comfort zone and embracing new ideas and concepts. I was never a tech-savvy person, but the new normal has made me come out of my comfort zone and learn the basics of computers from my tech-savvy family members. Maybe I was compelled to do it as I am a teacher by profession. I believe that breaking out of one shell makes us realize our hidden potential." Please help me welcome Madam Toastmaster Saira Uman to explain her role.
Good evening, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Prashant, fellow Toastmasters. My role as a word master is to introduce a new word as the word of the day. I have chosen fervid as the word of the day. Generally, you have seen the usage fervent, which is the synonym, and that is most commonly used. So I chose the other word, which is less used, that is fervid. It means intensely enthusiastic or passionate, especially to an excessive degree. It has another meaning of too, that is hot, burning, or glowing. Fervid is the adjective form, fervidly is the adverb, and fervidness is the noun form. Some common usages of the word. Being a special educator, I'm a fervent supporter of educational reforms. The politician's fervent speech captivated the audience and influenced them to vote for him. Toastmaster Rahul practiced fervidly for the SETAC Table Topics contest. I have another role today, that is the role of a grammarian, which is to listen to all the members and make note of the good and bad usage of the language, and also the use of the word of the day, and report the same at the end of the educational session. I would now like to hand over to the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Prashant.
Thank you, madam. Now, to keep a track of the flawless speech or speeches during the meeting, we have our counter of the day, Toastmaster Rahul Agrawal. He is a public speaker, naturally draws attention by virtue of his impressive talent. He is a role model, especially for the Tyro members. His viewpoint on the today's theme I quote, "Do you want to remain young forever? Then that is the key. It's not easy to break out of your shell, break out of your comfort zone, but that is the essence of life, long learning and growth. More often, these shells are created by one's own imagination. So, come forward, give yourself a chance to try something new, something different, something unruly, and remain young forever." Please help me welcome Toastmaster Rahul Agrawal to explain his role.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. My role as the R counter is to listen to all the members and make note of sounds used as verbal crutches, like and report them when called upon to do so. I will count the words used as fillers, such as and, you know, but, so, and report them at the end of the educational session. Thank you, and back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rahul Agrawal. Next, to keep track of the time spent by each speaker, we have a timer for today's meeting, Toastmaster Sivasailam. Toastmaster Sivasailam is a skilled professional working in Sadara Chemicals. He is believing in hard work for success. His viewpoint on today's theme is get out from the comfort zone and then great things are waiting. So please help me welcome Toastmaster Sivasailam to explain his role.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, Toastmaster. Welcome, guest. Am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
You are audible.
Good evening, friends, fellow Toastmasters. The most important thing in public speaking is to deliver your thoughts or ideas within specific period of time. Today, I will be the timer for the program, and I will be recording and reporting the time taken by each speakers and role takers. I will be signaling the speaker with the elapsed time by changing color in my virtual background screen. If my color changes from blue to green, it indicates that the speaker has reached the minimum time allotted for the speech. If it is changes to yellow, it indicates that the speaker has reached the mean time allotted for the speech. And if it is changes to red, it indicates that the speaker has reached the maximum time allotted for the speech. There will not be any further color change. He has to wind up within 30 seconds to avoid disqualification. Regarding the time slot allotted for each speeches, for prepared speeches, is 5 to 7 minutes allotted for prepared speeches and a grace time of 30 seconds allowed on either side. For table topic speeches, the time slot allotted is 1 to 2 minutes. A grace time of 30 seconds allowed only on the upper side. That is, the table topic speaker has to speak minimum 1 minute and maximum 2 minutes 30 seconds to avoid disqualification. For the evaluation speeches, for the evaluation for the prepared speeches, the time slot allotted is 2 to 3 minutes. A grace period of 30 seconds allowed on either side. For the table topic evaluation speeches, the time slot allotted is 30 seconds per speech. And if for a team of 4, it's around 1 to 2 minutes, a grace period of 30 seconds allowed on the total. Thank you to Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you for your brief explanation. Next, to keep our virtual meeting technically going on and conduct various roles there too, we have Zoom Master and vote counter for today's meeting, Toastmaster Nanda Kumar. Nanda Kumar is a mechanical engineer working in Dialogue Services as a manager industrial services. His inspiration is Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Interested in Tamil literature and music, willing to travel nook and corners of India. His viewpoint on today's theme, I quote, he was very comfortable being in the shell called male that didn't allow him to look into the problems which the females were facing. Slowly, the literature made him to think on other perspective and pulled him out from the shell. Now, he is happy to take part of all the work his wife is doing. He is a good cook now. So, with this note, please help me welcome Toastmaster Nanda Kumar to explain his role.
Thank you, T.M. Modi. Fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests, a warm good evening. I am playing a dual role today as a Zoom master and vote counter. As a Zoom master, it's my duty to ensure the smooth flow of the meeting in this virtual platform and provide necessary support for the speakers to deliver their fervid speech. As a vote counter, I display the vote ballot at each session and finally announce the result when called upon to do so. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nanda Kumar. Now, with this, the introduction part is over. Round of applause for everyone. Moving to the crucial session now, which is a prepared speech round. The first speaker for this round will be attempting level 2 speech 2. To evaluate this speech, we have Toastmaster Anup Paul. Anup Paul, he is a process engineering manager for Dow Chemicals. By nature, he is assertive, conclusive, and remains dynamic in ETC meetings. His view on today's theme is he is confident that if someone wants to grow, he has to break out of shell, and then success is inevitable. With this, I request him to please read out the speech objective for Toastmaster Nilesh Verma.
Sorry, I was on mute. Sorry for that. I was on mute. Sorry for that. Thank you, Toastmaster Prashant, for this wonderful introduction. Generally, the evaluator introduction will be done by the evaluator, general evaluator. So just want to tell you that. Okay. So today, Toastmaster Nilesh is attempting his project from Advanced Manual Pathways Level 2 Innovative Planning. So the speech is all about connect with your audience. And objective of this particular project is you have to learn about identifying different audience type and how to address them or how to address those audience effectively. And the title of the speech is Joy of Giving Back. Joy of Giving Back, Toastmaster Nilesh.
Toastmaster Nilesh Verma, he is a bachelor in chemical engineering and master in petroleum management. Currently working in Sadara Chemical Company as a senior engineer project. He is ever enthusiastic, learning exponentially, and demonstrating his leadership traits during all possible opportunities. His speech title is Joy of Giving Back. His viewpoint on the today's theme is one should breaking out of shell because life begins at the end of your comfort zone. So with this note, please put your hands together for Toastmaster Nilesh Verma for his speech.
Am I audible and visible?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you may proceed.
Worldwide, there are 1.2 billion students affected by these school closures due to this pandemic. And because of that, there is a dramatic change in education system. There is a distinctive rise in e-learning, whereby education takes place with online and use of the digital platform. There are lots of pros and cons, threat and opportunity for e-learning. But today I'm going to talk about my e-learning experience and how I identified different type of audience and how I use my Toastmaster experience to complete one of my volunteer project, and that is exactly matching with our today's theme, breaking out of the cell. Okay, so with this note, good evening to Toastmaster of the day, my fellow Toastmaster and guest. Yes, in January 2021, I received a call from my MBA University alumni section head, and they requested me to take a special class throughout 1 week, daily 1 hour, for 4th semester MBA student. I was very excited and fervent to go ahead on this, but it was challenging. It's not easy. But this university wants quick feedback, consent, and I provided them and took the challenge. And then preparation started with that. It was sure, so I'm going to take on classes on the project engineering and management, but how to contextualize it, how to detail it. I'm not getting the perfect clue when I'm going ahead, in spite having a subject matter expert. Then I started with requesting the university to provide me the list of the students, their full name, their undergraduate degree, and from university, if they have any working experience, then in detail. And like that way, I have collected the all individual audience detail, as well as also I asked university to provide me their syllabus in a 2 pages with all subject, what they studied and all. So as based on that, I got the full information about my audience, and that not only helped me to create a message for them, presentation for them, but also helped me how to present and deliver the lectures, as well as this is completely a new experience, digital platforms. So I requested them demo. Honestly speaking, that was the very nice tool they have. So I understand all the features and function, and really that also helped me to use fully and deliver my message perfectly. As well as I use my go to the my student life and refer my professors. Those are my favorite and not so favorite, what I learned from them, as well as I recall my all these Toastmaster fellows and recall their speeches, their evaluations, some assignments and all those things, and that also give me lot of insight to how to prepare and deliver. So it's helped me a lot. It's helped me a lot. And as let me tell you very honestly, as everybody is knowing that say execution is never goes as per the planning. So I have also studied a different kind of student profile, because my audience is students. So there are some hostile students. They don't want to listen. So for that, I work to how to develop the trust, how I can challenge them, how can I introduce the humor. Similar way, there may be some critical students, means they are extremely intelligent and they may challenge my presentation. So I'm ready with argue on the both side of the my message. And there are some uninformed group of audience. Generally, these are the audience, they know little about the topic, little, very little, not in a detail. And there are some sympathetic kind of audience. So they are really willing to listen, they are excited, and actually I am there for them. And I have seen those kind of 80% audience were there, and I prepare for them, I focus on them, and I complete my task. So in a nutshell, what I would like to say that, or I can say I have to conclude that, say knowing the audience is vital. And before our speech, we must collect all the data about the group of audience and understand all the aspect of that, and accordingly we have to deliver the message. And there will be a many techniques, few as I discussed, different type of the student, in this case like a hostile, critical, uninformed, or sympathetic. So and accordingly we have to deliver. So by that way I could able to complete my volunteer project successfully, and I'm willing to do more and more in future like this. So even I would like to encourage all my fellow Toastmaster, say if you have a good professional experience, and now the pandemic is going on, many students could not get the chance as a internship. So please be fervid and attempt such kind of volunteer project, and have a joy of giving back to the society, and particular to our university. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day. Thank you.
Unmute yourself, Toastmaster Prashant.
Okay, sorry. Thank you for your wonderful speech, Toastmaster Nilesh Verma. Now, the next speaker for this round will be attempting level 5, speech 2. we have Toastmaster. He has secured masters in international business from the Hult International Business School from San Francisco. He has always been a front runner, a winner of several local, district, international level events. He is a past Area 53 director and achieved a DTM credit in year 2020. His viewpoint on the theme, I quote, breaking out of your shell is really important because if you do not break out your shell, you will never know what are your limits. We are often stuck within our shell thinking this is what we are capable of. But in fact, we are capable of so much more. With this, I request DTM Vijay Kumar to read out the speech objective of Toastmaster Arun Shankar.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dave, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Good evening. Toastmaster Arul Shankar is attempting Pathways Level 5 speech number 2. And the purpose of the speech of this project is for the member to learn about and apply the skills needed to run a lessons learned meeting during a project or after its completion. The purpose of the speech is for the member to share some aspects of his or her leadership experience and the impact of lessons learned meeting. Time allotted is 5 to 7 minutes. Thank you and all the best to Toastmaster Arul Shankar. Back to you, Toastmaster Dave.
Toastmaster Arun Shankar is the president of our club. Apart from his leadership, he is humble, dynamic, and straightforward person. He truly inspires each one of us and emphasizing a natural way of living without dependence on the medicines. His speech title is All is Well with My Arabian Family. His viewpoint on today's theme is fear can help you break out of your shell. Fear means face everything and raise. Please put your hand together for the Toastmaster Arun Shankar.
Let me share my screen. My screen is visible?
Yes, yes.
I'm not able to see the timer.
So, Master, please spot the timer.
Okay. How are you, Arabians? So far, so good, right? Yes. Today, all is well with my Arabian family and will continue well for the days and years to come. Dear favorite Toastmasters and guests and my dear children, a very warm good evening to you all. So I will be presenting the lessons learned from this program year 2021, which can be implemented for the next program year. Now, let me share with you the events planned for this year 2021. We are, as per the plan, all the regular meetings are being conducted, and we had planned for 5 workshops. In turn, we arranged totally 7 workshops. And we had a special meeting, farewell meeting for DTM Ajit Kumar, and special mentoring meeting for the area contestants. And we couldn't arrange this family day for this year because of this pandemic. Remaining all is well with my Arabian family. Coming to the DCP points, this sheet was shared by me during the installation meeting. So today, let us check where do we stand. We could achieve all the goals for the Distinguished Club by December 2020 as planned, and select Distinguished Club by February 2021, which was as per our plan. But we missed to achieve President Distinguished Club by April 2021. We could only achieve after 1 month. It was in May 2021. So this was only possible the support of all the Arabian members and the inspiration given to the ExCom team by you. And today, we Arabians are President's Distinguished Club with 10 points and membership of 34 members. And how did we achieve these points? Level 1 awards, like we get level 1 DCP point for level 1 if 4 of our members complete level 1. But we exceeded that. Our 9 members could achieve level 1 awards. Level 2 awards, 2 members. Level 2, more than level 2 awards, another 2 members. And level 3 awards, 2 members. And like this, regarding the membership, we could induct 5 new members and 7 members reinstated. And with this, we could achieve President's Distinguished Club by May 2021. Next, we had a lessons learned meeting along with the ExCom, and these are the outcomes of that. First, how to increase the quality of our meetings. The current time planned for our regular meetings is 7 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. The ExCom concluded that if the time is maintained between 7 to 9, it will be better for the members. What we gain by this is the screen time is reduced, and even if it gets delayed, the meeting can be closed max by 9:15 p.m. This will motivate more members to attend. And how to plan this? Maximum 3 speeches or 2 speeches and a book intro. And TT speakers, maximum 4 to 5. And the assignees must adhere to the timings. Coming to the membership where Arabians stand today. Like we have total 34 members, in this new members of 5 and reinstated members of 6. And lessons learned in this. Having 2 WhatsApp groups, one for the official, one for the general, has, you can say, improved the ambience of this group, because the info related to only the meetings are shared in the official group, and other wishes. For example, today we had birthday of our ex-member Toastmaster Ankappa. So we wished him, and we ensured that our past members are in touch with the club. And continuous follow-up with the past members, so that if they are interested, we can renew their membership. Another important point is act immediately if someone responds positive. Positive doesn't mean COVID positive. It means if they're interested to join, please connect with them as early as possible. A good example for this is our charter president, Toastmaster Jose Paquetel. As soon as I came to know he is interested, we could make him a member within 2 hours. That's the magic of our connectivity. Next, the point which can be improved is number of guests attending our meeting is very less. We need to improve on that so that we can take our club to the next level. And with this, I thank my Arabians for your support and guidance, and for sure, we are going to do better in the coming years. Thank you, and over to Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Arul Shankar, for your informative and elaborative presentation speech topic. Next, I would like to call upon Toastmaster Sivasailam for the timing report for the two speeches.
Yes, Toastmaster of the day, Mr. TM Toastmaster Nilesh Verma has qualified. His time taken is 6 minutes 20 seconds. Toastmaster Arul Shankar has taken 6 minutes 16 seconds. Both are qualified.
Okay, thank you. Can you please launch the poll for both the speakers?
Yeah, I'm launching now. I request everyone to vote at the earliest. Thank you.
Okay, so I think with this we have finished the first session, and now it is almost 7:59. So we would take a break of 10 minutes, and then the rest of the part we will continue after the 10 minutes. So let us. I suggest it should be 5 minutes or 10 minutes.
Excuse me, sir. Can we finalize the table topic speakers before we head to the break?
Yes, yes, you may proceed. You may proceed. But I would like to give a timing before we go for the. So if you take some time, maybe 1 or 2 minutes, I would say that better we come at 8:10. So after Madam Toastmaster Rupa, you can proceed with your agenda, but let the other peoples to come at 8:10.
Yeah, before they leave, it's better they confirm whether they are ready to participate or not. Toastmaster Ashik, could you please confirm?
Okay, I'm ready to participate.
Okay.
Toastmaster Rupa, I'll take it.
Thank you. Toastmaster Arun Asan. Are you there, Toastmaster Arun Asan?
I'm very hopeful that no one will say no. We have a very talented our team. So better you speak out and let whoever is not willing to speak, he will say no. But most probably everyone will be accepting.
Yeah, but I hope he's there in the meeting still. Like he'll make it on time, right?
He's still there in their meeting. He's still there.
Okay, fine. I'll consider his name then. Madam Toastmaster Sangeeta.
I'm interested if possible.
Okay.
Okay.
Those who are willing, better you enroll first.
Yeah, Toastmaster Rupa.
Toastmaster Rupa, I guess Toastmaster Sangeeta is not possible to attend. She is having her classes also.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about Mrs. Carley? She's our guest today. So will she be willing to speak?
We will see at the last.
Okay. Toastmaster. Okay, I was thinking of selecting 5 speakers. So
you can consider me. No issue. You can consider me.
No. What about Toastmaster Abid? And I need some ladies also. Toastmaster Sheetal, Vasanti.
People is the table
Toastmaster Rupa, I'm a TT evaluator.
Yes.
So Toastmaster Vasanti.
You can include my name.
Yeah. Okay. No, Toastmaster Vasanti.
Actually, I'm outside here.
Okay, fine.
I'm in a walk.
Okay.
Thank you.
No problem. Madam Toastmaster Sneha? Or Madam Toastmaster Sahira, anybody is fine. It's just two ladies. I'm selecting two ladies. At least one. Nobody's willing to participate.
Madam Toastmaster Rupa, I'm in.
Yeah.
Arun
Okay,
Lele.
sir. Okay. Okay, then confirmed ones are Toastmaster Arun Vasan, Toastmaster Nilesh, Toastmaster Ashik, Toastmaster Arul Shankar.
Toastmaster Abid was interested, Abid Khan.
Yeah, I called out his name. Toastmaster Abid?
He is interested.
Okay, I'll take down his
Yeah,
name.
yeah, I'm interested. I just told.
Okay, okay. Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
So we'll go with 4 members, no issues. We can save time in that.
Okay, 4 members is fine. Fine.
Okay, so we'll meet.
Okay, we will meet at 10. Yeah. Mr. Anup, you had been to India?
Yes, yes, I am in India now.
Okay. Because since last couple of meetings, I think I didn't see you. So I thought that you are away from the business or we are.
Anup has moved
No,
to
no.
India.
I moved to India 1.5 years back actually. Last December I moved actually. Not this December. Last 2020 December.
See what happened. We always meet on virtual platform, so we don't know where we are talking and where we are sitting.
Yes. That's true. That's true. I've seen Suresh sir. He has lost a lot of weight. Sir, what is the secret, sir?
I'm following you, Anup.
Oh my God, sir! I'm gaining weight actually here. Work from home.
That's the difference. I'm working from the office and you're working from home. That's why I'm losing weight and you're getting weight.
But amazing, sir. Amazing. We can really see that you have lost a lot of weight.
I'm trying, Anup.
That's good, sir. Sir, one more thing. I'll be sharing some good news by end of this month.
Very good. Good news always welcome.
Yeah. My wife is expecting. No. My wife is expecting actually. Yeah. We're expecting second child by end of this month. Yeah.
Excellent news. Yeah.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.
That's great news. That's great news.
Thank you, sir.
Congratulations, Anup, in advance.
Thank you so much. So it's like it's a Corona period here, peak Corona period. So we are also really scared and worried. Let's see.
That's right.
Nothing to worry. It's okay.
Yeah.
So any tips, DTM Suresh Kumar, what Toastmaster Anup has said that you are becoming slim. So anything you specifically follow?
Like I said, no, nowadays I say I see food only. Eat less.
How many kgs you lost, sir?
Around 20.
Wow. Amazing.
So you are no more in obese category.
I'm no more in the morbid obesity category.
Overweight is okay.
I will get there soon.
Only thing that if you are obese, you will be getting priority for the vaccination.
I got the priority and I've already been vaccinated, so no problem.
Even for the second dose also.
No, I finished both doses in January.
Yes.
I'm also in the same category.
No way.
No, I said I'm in the same category. Why you are saying no?
Yeah, because I know from your BMI, your BMI will not be more than 30.
I said I got both the doses. That is.
I got by virtue of my BMI. He got by virtue of his age.
No, that is on top of the teens. They started giving for youngsters.
No, I'm just joking.
Yeah.
Arunvasan sir, you are in India?
Yes, boss. I'm in Chennai.
Are you coming
Wow,
via
okay.
Siberia or Russia or, where are you coming from, Arun?
Definitely, I'll be back soon.
You're not
Maybe on the
smuggling.
same place. Anup and Arun are in the same place, no? Chennai.
Same place, yeah. Where are you in
See,
Chennai?
that's what
Actually,
he's enjoying with his granddaughter.
Welcome.
Okay. I'm in Pallavaram.
Okay. Can't go anywhere.
Yeah.
Arun, what are your plans? When are you planning to come back?
You'll see me soon, Ba, very soon. I'm positive.
He will join from there, wherever he is. Then we will know.
No, Bahrain, you can come through Bahrain route, right?
No, Bahrain is closed now.
Dubai, Oman, no close.
Yeah. But most probably UAE will be opening soon.
July 6th. They already announced, no?
No, they announced it, Oman?
Yeah, that's what they said. They already announced it. Till July 6th, it's not there. But after that, we don't know.
That's what. Till it's not there, but after that, we don't know whether it will open or not.
We don't know. Till
How
July
about
6th, it's confirmed.
You have any COVID cases in Saudi now?
Yes.
Toastmaster Nandakumar, Sneha has got disconnected. She wants to join again. Could you please admit her?
Cases are there, but it will be
Done, sir. Done.
very minimal. Very minimal.
No, like since last 1 month, no, I'm observing they are reporting around 1,000. Constantly, they are reporting 1,000.
No, in our company also, we are seeing one or two cases on a daily basis or weekly basis, around 5 or 6.
Oh.
Recently, it has increased, I believe.
Any particular strain in Saudi or India?
No, I don't think so.
Indians.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. They're taking all the precautions, so it's better. Yeah.
Dear
Now,
Modi, just information. We are reaching time 8:10.
Yeah, okay. I hope everyone back. Now it's sharp 8:10. Madam Toastmaster Rupa Udani, are you there?
Looks she is yet to come back from the interval.
Yeah. Let me call her.
Yeah, she is there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm there.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Okay, Arabians, we will start our second session after the break. To provide us with the challenge for the today's table topic round, we have the table topic master who will be conducting the session on today. Please help me welcoming the table topic master, Madam Toastmaster Rupa Udhane, for conducting the table topic session.
Thank you, sir, for reintroducing me. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. I hope you all are doing good. Today, I'll be your table topics master. As we all know, table topics is a very crucial component of all the Toastmasters meeting. It's because it enhances our impromptu speaking skills. It trains our mind to think quick, organize our thoughts effectively, and finally deliver a compelling short speech on the spot. The time limit for table topics is 1 to 2 minutes with a 30-second grace period on the upper side, which means if you speak less than 1 minute or more than 2 minutes 30 seconds, you will be disqualified. A green light will be displayed at 1 minute, yellow at 1 minute 30 seconds, and red at 2 minutes, and it will be on until the speaker finishes his speech. But make sure that you don't go beyond 2 minutes 30 seconds, otherwise you'll be disqualified. So let's start today's session with some of our fervid Toastmasters of tonight. I have not selected the speaking order, which for that I have my assistant. Let me share my screen. Toastmaster Ravish, are you there?
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, so I've chosen your name also for table topics today. So, so let me share my screen. Fine, let's decide the speaking order. Fine, so the first speaker is Toastmaster Ashik. And your topic is? Can you see my screen?
Only the wheel I can see that.
Now?
No, not able to see.
Rupa, you're probably sharing only that particular screen. You need to share only you need to share your change the application that you're sharing.
I'm sharing my screen, so is it not visible?
I think Toastmaster Rupa, Madam Toastmaster Rupa, you have to close it and reshare it again. Then it will become right.
Actually, you can open different windows, and one by one you can choose. If one window, it will not come.
Yeah,
you're sharing only that particular application, so you're only sharing that web browser. So you
You
can
withdraw sharing and then again go back.
Can you see this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now yes.
Okay. So your topic is Toastmaster Ashik. Your topic is online teaching for kids or in-person schooling. Which is better? Online teaching for kids or in-person schooling? Which is better? Toastmaster Ashik.
Good evening, dear Toastmasters, and a special good evening to our table topic master for Toastmaster Rupa for providing this opportunity for me. The topic is very interesting topic in today's environment. If you ask my opinion on this matter, I would say that I mostly prefer an in-person teaching is much better than the online. But even though in today's environment, we have to change our perspective, our way of teaching with the trend, with the environment in which we operate, or environment which we live. So in today's environment, even though we prefer an in-person teaching is a better option, but we have to accept the online teaching, which is being forced onto us, whether we like it or not. So what we can make in our life to make the online teaching to a next level, where it in some or the other come close to the real online, real in-person teaching as such. But even though we can see the technology has moved so fast, once we, even in our Toastmasters meeting, we thought once we had a belief that it is not possible to have an online meeting. Today, we have come to a position to accept this is a reality. Likewise, the teaching also going to be same. But in years to come, there are certain bottlenecks we will face, that will be eradicated or minimized to see to an experience which is being more close to a in-person meeting. So I would say we have to accept the reality in the ground, on the ground, to adapt and change to the environment where we have to accept online teaching as our solution. With that, over to you, Toastmaster Rupa.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ashik. So let us go for the next speaker. Toastmaster Arun Vasan is our next speaker, and his topic will be Sir, can you see the screen?
Yeah, number 2 I can see, but yet to see the contents.
Okay, 1 second. Yes. I hope you can see the screen now.
1 second. Friends in
Yeah, I'll read out
friends.
to you. I'll read out to you. Friends in real life or friends on social media? Which you think is better? Friends in real life or friends on social media? Which is better according to you? Toastmaster Arun Vasan.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters, and good evening, table topics masters, table master. Which one is better, real like friends or social media friends? Any day, any time, I would prefer to have real life friends. And it's like you asking me whether I believe in quality or in quantity. And anyone would immediately say that it's only quality that matters. So if you have to have a quality of friendship, you need to have really real-time friends. And I am, let's say, basically a very introvert person. It's not very easy for me to mingle with others. All my life, I had just 2 or 3 or maximum 4 friends with whom I truly mingle and share. And on social media, I'm, let's say, very poor. I don't like to even indulge much, but I do keep in touch. Like I keep posting and ensure that I'm available for anyone who wants any kind of guidance or let's say any kind of motivation. They can always get to me. So social media is not exactly my cup of tea. I prefer to meet in blood, in flesh, and have a face-to-face, heart-to-heart conversation any day, any time. But all said and done, one can not be choosy in this tough world as long as you know the your wavelengths matches, your taste matches. It doesn't really matter whether you're online or offline. If you can make that connection, a true, genuine connection where you feel yes, you're truly connected, you can have it. So that's from me. Over to you, table topics master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Arun Vasan. Let's move on with our third speaker. Toastmaster Ravish. Toastmaster Ravish will be our next speaker, and your topic will be time travel to past or time travel to future. What do you choose? Time travel to past or time travel to future? What do you choose? Toastmaster Ravish.
Let me ping the timer first. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters, and good evening, table topic master, Rupa Avdani. Thanks for providing me this opportunity. Yes, the topic is very interesting. Time travel to future or time travel to past, which is choice? Personally, I think time travel to the past is definitely I prefer, because past carries my wonderful memories, which I still cherish today. And whenever I want to go back and think of those moments, and again bring the same resonance or the happiness to my face. And again, I'll try to do that. So definitely, anytime you get a time, I will try to travel to my past, to the wonderful memories I have carried, to meet still my old friends who I've been missing now a lot, to again to share which I could not share with them, the feelings which today I think I regret having with them, all the loved ones. Yes, future is good, but we don't know what will happen. But there's something we can rejoice on our past. Maybe sometime I can correct myself for any actions which make the people and me more happy for the today. So if anyone given a chance, definitely I'll prefer for the time travel to the past. Thank you, and over to you, Toastmaster, Tabletop Master.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ravish. Our next speaker would be Toastmaster Abid. Toastmaster Abid?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah. So your topic is should you love your job or love your company? Should you love your job or love your company? Toastmaster Abid.
Yeah. Good evening to all fellow Toastmasters. Thank you for giving me opportunity to speak on this topic. I really feel forward to speak during this table topic sessions. So, as far as this topic is concerned, I prefer to love my job, because if we know our job, then we can get the earnings or employment at any place or any company, because company doesn't prefer the low standard or those employees who doesn't know their work. So if a person knows his work, every company appreciate and every company values that person. So we must know our work, we must excel and in all the professional efficiency, and we must do our work in such a way that if suppose if company if fails to do the business, like we have saw in the market in this COVID situation, wherein many companies failed, but till then also I observed that many of the persons who were terminated by the companies have got better job because of their own skills, because of their own qualities. So we must work on our own qualities and our own skills rather than depending on the company. Because if you love company, then one day will come that company will terminate you, or they may take your resignation due to some issue. Then in that case, you will get job because you are capable for that. Thank you, Toastmaster. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Abid. So our last speaker for tonight is Toastmaster Nilesh. So your topic is reading books or watching movies. What do you prefer? Reading books or watching movies? What do you prefer? Toastmaster Nilesh.
Am I audible and visible?
Yes.
Yes. Good evening, table topic master and fellow Toastmaster. If I have choice between reading books and watching movie, definitely I will go for reading books, because what I see, uh, to write a book, author has sometime given uh, many years of their life, or sometimes their own life itself. So by reading book, we can have a learning of so many years of that person or that group of person. And and book is very close to our heart from we born, then we start learning. So it very easy to get it from the book. While it's come to the movie, the because of a lot of exaggeration and to make it TRP and get the more money and all, they have given lots of false information or additional information. They're not might be appropriate, or not to the fact. But while it's in the books, we can get the right and appropriate information and all. So I prefer to read books as my available time. Thank you. Over to you, table topic master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nilesh. Could I ask vote counter to launch the poll?
Ma'am, please ask for the timer
Can you
report.
please share timer report, please?
Okay. Could you please furnish your report, timer?
Toastmaster of the day.
Sivasalam, Toastmaster
Yes,
Sivasalam.
yes. Just I have small confusion. The first name is Mr. Ashish, no?
Ashik.
Ashik. Yeah,
Yes.
sorry. Toastmaster Ashik, 2 minute 9 seconds. Toastmaster Arul Vasan, 1 minute 47 seconds. Toastmaster Ravish, 1 minute 29 seconds. Toastmaster Abhi, 1 minute 38 seconds. Toastmaster Nilesh, 1 minute 30 seconds. All are qualified.
Okay. Thank you, sir. So all are qualified. Vote counter, could you please launch the poll?
Yeah.
I request all of you to cast your vote.
Yeah, I'm ending the poll. Please proceed.
Have you ended the poll? Because I can still see the poll screen.
Madam Rupa, you are the host. That's why you will be able to see.
Yeah, but if he ends it, at least the window should be closed, right? If the poll is ended.
You have to close. You have to close that.
Okay. I thought if I close, then maybe he has to relaunch the poll.
No, okay.
Okay, fine. Thank you so much, dear Toastmasters. I thoroughly enjoyed today's role, being a table topic master. I'd be glad to take up many more such roles in the coming future. Thank you, and over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster Rupa, for conducting the table topic session. Now, I would like to mention that all the table topics were interesting and worthy for the today's life. And further, the way of presenting topics on the screen was unique and impressive. So it is good to see that. Now we will be moving to the next part of our meeting, which is which is a very crucial meeting part. In this round, a constructive feedback is given to each speaker as well as to the overall meeting conduct, so that all members can benefit from the experience of evaluators and become the better speaker. We have a talented speaker, and on top of it, subject matter expert, the general evaluator of the day, DTM Suresh Kumar, who will be conducting the subsequent session.
Mr. Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters, distinguished guests, good evening to all of you. Thank you for the kind words and encouragement, Toastmaster of the day. Fellow Toastmasters, I have today a team of evaluators who are like the words of Andrew Carnegie, who said that he's like a sculptor who actually finds out only the good and brings out the good among the Toastmasters. That way, the speakers tonight, the evaluators tonight, is going to help them chip away all those unnecessary things and bring out the best and make each of the speakers shine as diamonds. So, without further ado, I would like to enter into the evaluation session. To evaluate the first speaker, Toastmaster, we have
DTM Suresh, you are muted.
Oh, extremely sorry about that. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, thank you for the kind introduction, Mr. Toastmaster today. I was just reading the biography of Andrew Carnegie, who is the brother of Dale Carnegie, the writer and the author of the book, How to Win Friends and Influence People. He was a Scottish young boy who started his life, moved to the United States and became one of the most biggest entrepreneurs and of building steel plants all over the US. He was once asked how he chose his people and build his team. He said, I take my team and help them to get away all the negativity and bring in only look at the positives and strengths of the people, and that's how I built the organization. My team of evaluators are just going to do that. They're going to chip away all the unwanted stuff that the speakers have and help them to shine as bright diamonds, like the sculptor that chips away all the unwanted blocks of stone and brings out the beautiful, carves out the beautiful idol. To conduct the first evaluation, or the first evaluator tonight, who's going to evaluate the first speaker, is one of the most fervid and vociferous voices of Arabian Toastmasters Club. He lives the role, any role that he takes up, whether he's a debater, whether he's an evaluator or a speaker, he brings out the same sense of buoyancy in everything that he takes up with gusto. Toastmaster Anup, he's Toastmaster Anup, and he's going to evaluate the first speaker tonight. Over to you, Toastmaster Anup.
Thank you, DTM Suresh sir, for this wonderful introduction. Once again, good evening, fellow Toastmasters, distinguished guests, and good evening, in particular, Toastmaster Nilesh. So let me analyze your speech in detail. So you started your speech by giving the real life scenario, how the education system has changed and how this online system is bringing new changes. And what are the difficulties, what are the pros and cons in those. Then you just given your personal touch, the personal story of the seminar that you have done in your college, and how you used profiling the students and profiling the students' syllabus, university syllabus, and you were able to tackle some of the questions. So wonderfully, you have done your speech. And the best part I like in your speech is you had a good starting and good body. I mean, the speech has a introduction and body and a conclusion. That's good. And second thing I like about your speech is the personal touch that you have brought in your speech. Now, there is always some improvements are there. So if you see in detail the objective of this speech, the objective of this particular speech, the project is connect with your audience. And the purpose of this project is to practice an unfamiliar topic and in front of members who have no idea about the speech. So you need to give a speech something completely unfamiliar to the audience. I can give you an example. Maybe you can talk about a nuclear fusion reaction. You know our audience, right? See, let me tell you once again very clearly. You are familiar with the audience. So select a topic that is completely unfamiliar to your club members. So this is what the term is. Select a topic that is completely unfamiliar to your club members. So as I said, the example, you could have talked about nuclear fusion. You know what our club members have, their ideas and their working, their skills. So you can talk about something like nanotechnologies, how the nanotechnologies, how the future medicines will be coming with nanotechnologies, or you can talk about stem cells. So the real objective is to select an unfamiliar subject and talk to the audience. So you can easily talk in nuclear physics with the group of nuclear physics engineers, right? But the objective is to take an unfamiliar topic, and you need to make that to present in such a way that you connect with the audience. So this is what the real objective of this speech. So as I said again, you definitely had a good speech. Your speech is good. Introduction, body, really good, no doubt. And second thing, the personal touch that you have given in your speech, amazing, very good. So these are the positive things in your speech. But the improvement is you should have stick to the objectives. So this is, according to me, my personal and humble opinion, that you have not met the objectives of the speech. So if you think you have met, well, you can go ahead. But if you ask me, you could have repeated, because you have not met the objectives. You could have you can repeat this project by meeting this objective. Other than that, I have nothing else to say. Over to General Evaluator. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anup, for that very critical analysis of the speech. Point well noted. I'm sure the Toastmaster is going to be benefited immensely by your evaluation. To conduct the second speech evaluation, we have one of the most admired and dynamic Toastmasters of District 79, a champion speaker, an affable friend, and a Toastmaster for all season, Toastmaster Vijay Kumar, DTM Vijay Kumar. DTM Vijay, please proceed with your evaluation. Over to you.
Thank you, General Director DTM Suresh Kumar, for that wonderful introduction. Always a pleasure to be introduced by you. Toastmaster and guests, good evening, and Toastmaster Arul Shankar in particular, good evening to you. First of all, congratulations on completing your speech. Let me just remind everyone of the speech objectives. The purpose of the speech project is for a member to learn about and apply the skills needed to run a lessons learned meeting during a project or after its completion. And the member is to share some aspect of his or her leadership experience and the impact of a lessons learned meeting. Before I critically evaluate you, Toastmaster Arul Shankar, because you're, as and when we go up the ladder of the speech projects, I tend to be more critical of evaluations of the speaker. And since you're also our outgoing ex-com president, I would like to evaluate in that manner as well. But before that, I would like to congratulate you and your team for doing a wonderful job. Despite all the challenges and everything, you have done an outstanding job. And that is what you displayed to us today in your meeting. The goals that you set for your team, and then you achieved what you wanted to do. You also went on to, how you discussed with the team about what were the lessons that you learned and what are the actions that you had taken. And finally, you put it all on the Arabian family and the seniors and leaders who were there to support you. And that's pretty much what, a good leader does. He identifies who is the cause, the reason behind his success and his team's success, and then gives the appreciation to that. So I would say that your speech today was that it was to deliver what Arabian Toastmasters Club had achieved under your leadership, and and you thanked the audience members. So we're all very grateful for your leadership and your team's efforts, and a wonderful job. Now, coming to the speech in itself, I felt the objective of the speech was, I think it was sort of missed, because it's more talking about how, a lessons learned meeting. Basically, when you conducted a lessons learned meeting with your team throughout the year, we wanted the speech should have given to the audience about how you went about conducting that meeting, and what were the lessons you learned from that meeting? How did you sit down with the team members and talk about what are the lessons we learned? How did you identify, okay, this is a lesson learned, or this is something that we don't have to, we don't need to consider this lesson, or that process of, as a leader, how you were able to develop the process, how you were able to come out with lessons that had to be learned, and what you did with the lessons once you learned. I think that was more of what was needed to be explained in our meeting today. And one of the critical things is as your experience as a leader, this is one of the main points that the speech objective required you to talk, explain. You led this wonderful club for the last 1 year, but your experience as a leader, what are the, how you as a person, as a leader, what are the challenges that you face, what are the highs and the lows? This is what sort of was a requirement of the speech. I would suggest, it's not, you don't have to take it, but if you would, we would really want to listen to your speech from this aspect of your leadership, so that we really understand what are the challenges that you faced, and what are the lessons you actually, and it's more about not what lessons you learned, but about how you went about identifying what were the lessons, how you sat with your team to discuss the challenges, and to identify what were the challenges, what were not challenges, and that process, because that is what is the learning for us as audience members. We know what Arabian Toastmasters achieved. We know how you who was behind you, but what was your mindset? What was your thought process? This is what the speech objective is talking about. Overall, congratulations again as a leader. I wish you all the best, and back to you, Toastmaster today, General Evaluator.
Thank you for the wonderful evaluation, BTM Vijay, and I tend to agree with you, because it is very difficult here in that sense, because we are a pandemic. Of course, accomplishments were outstanding and fabulous. At the same time, the challenges were immense. I wish you would have highlighted the challenges and how you circumvented those challenges and brought about this kind of success that you brought. That could have been a learning for even the future leaders as well. The point well taken and wonderfully evaluated, this BTM Vijay. Now, to conduct the table topics evaluation, we have one of the most dynamic, committed, versatile, and persuasive leader of Arabian. She's been rallying behind everybody, and everybody rallies behind her just for her sheer power of persuasion and her ability to be. She's so affable that nobody can refuse any task that she asked to take up. So tonight, she's going to be the Toastmaster. Sheetal is going to be the evaluator for the table topics session. Over to you, Madam Toastmaster Sheetal.
Thank you, General Evaluator DTM Suresh Kumar, for the wonderful introduction. Good evening, all the fellow Toastmasters, in particular, all the TT speakers. Today, we witness a fantastic table topic session only because of our forbid Toastmaster Rupa as a TT Master. Thank you, Toastmaster Rupa, for conducting such a interesting table topic session. Now come to the TT speakers. Our first speaker tonight is Toastmaster Ashik, and the topic is online teaching for kids or schooling in person, which is better. You have given your opinion very well that you support the teaching in person, but throughout your speech, you supported the online teaching, and the good point I like, you told that we should prepare ourselves to accept the trend and we should flow with the current. Our second speaker tonight is Toastmaster Arun Vasan, and the topic is friends in real or friends on social media. So he had a clear idea that he's more in the favor of the friends in real life rather than on the social media. And he supported very well. A small recommendation is that you could have mentioned incidents where you experience that friends in real are better than friends in social media. Our next speaker is Toastmaster Ravish, and the topic is time travel to past or time travel to future. So he would like to travel to the past. He would like to travel his happy moments. He would like to again live his memories. And the best part I like that he would like to correct his mistakes which he had made in past. The same recommendation, if you could mention any particular incident which you really want to relive. Next speaker is Toastmaster Abid Khan. should you love your job or love your company? He very clear. He's in clear that we should love our job rather than the company. He explained the benefits of loving your job rather than company, that in that case you can work on your qualities and on your skills. The small recommendation is you abruptly finished your speech, maybe by seeing at the timer card. The next speaker is Toastmaster Nilesh Kumar. He supported that reading books are always better than watching movies. And he appreciated the work taken by the author, but the small recommendation, you could have mentioned the benefits of reading rather than watching movies. Overall, good attempt by all the speakers. Thank you, and back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster Sheetal, for a nice, and very well analyzed evaluation. Now, can I have the timer's report, please?
Yes, sir. General evaluator speech for prepared speeches, Mr. Toastmaster T.M. Anup has taken 3 minutes 57 seconds and is not qualified. And for the second general evaluator, Mr. D.T.M. Vijay Kumar has taken 3 minutes 58 seconds, not qualified. And our table topic evaluator, Toastmaster T.M. Sheetal Agarwal has taken 3 minutes and is not qualified.
So nobody is qualified.
Nobody.
So there's no voting for.
I think Sheetal is qualified because 5 speakers plus 30 seconds. 3 minutes is okay, qualified time.
Fantastic. So by default, Madam Toastmaster Sheetal will be winner. That's fine.
No need to launch.
No need of launching the poll. No need of launching the poll.
Thank you.
So can I have the grammarian's report, please?
Good evening once again. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah. The Toastmasters who use the word of the day: Toastmaster Ravish, Toastmaster Prashant Karle, Toastmaster Nandakumar, Toastmaster Arul Shankar, Toastmaster Rupa Avdani, Toastmaster Abid, and DTM Suresh Kumar. If I've left out anyone, I'm sorry. And now coming to my other role as the grammarian, there were some nice words like joy of giving back, prefer quality to quantity, and very good adjectives like dynamic, versatile, persuasive. Of course, Arabians, the language is generally good, but here I would like to focus more on the improvements. One thing is like take class for 1 week, not for take class throughout 1 week. And do that in that way, not by that way. And it's timers report, not timing report. Then conducting today, not conduct on today. To get what I would like to basically focus on is to get your tenses right. If your speech is something in the past, please see that you speak in past tense. So, these are simple things while working out your script. Of course, in table topics, it takes time. Only with practice it comes. But what I would suggest is, at least in your prepared speech and where you're writing down your script, you can just focus on your tense and the connecting words you use. Sometimes you miss out on very simple words, and also the pronunciation and maybe clarity of your speech also. Maybe that net issues are also there. So these are some things, if you focus, it would be the overall presentation would be much better. Overall, it was fantastic, and I haven't gone into each detail, but this is something in general which I have always felt, and that is why I told that you could just focus on those things. So I thoroughly enjoyed my role. Thank you, VP Education, and over to the General Evaluator, DTM Suresh.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster Saira. Very concise and very nicely reported. Especially since we are not native speakers of the English language, we have to take care of these tenses and pronunciations, so that speak with clarity, so that everybody of different nationalities also should be able to understand what we are trying to say. Anyway, thank you very much for that. And now let's have the R counters report.
Yeah, good evening once again. So, first of all, I would like to congratulate most of the speakers spoke forwardly and flawlessly all throughout the meeting. And among those where I could find some area for improvement, believe me, they have improved a lot over time. Coming to the report, Toastmaster Arul Shankar, 1 verbal crutch and 1 filler. Toastmaster Prashant Karle, 6 verbal crutches and 3 fillers. Toastmaster Rupa, 5 verbal crutches. Toastmaster Anu, 4 verbal crutches and 3 fillers. Toastmaster Nilesh, during the speech, it was 7 verbal crutches and 3 fillers. And in table topic, he made 5 verbal crutches and 2 fillers. DTM Vijay Kumar, 2 verbal crutches. Toastmaster Ashik, 3 verbal crutches. Toastmaster Abid, 3 verbal crutches. Toastmaster Ravish, 2 verbal crutches. Thank you, and over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rahul, for the fine report. Now it's my turn to evaluate the entire entire meeting. First of all, I would like to congratulate all the speakers for fantastic speeches that they delivered. And on the whole, the meeting, the quality of the meeting was really very good. All the role players have done their roles with aplomb. Congratulations. That's always been a hallmark of the Arabian Toastmasters Club, where every assignee comes prepared and does his roles with immense commitment. Thank you very much for that. And I also thank all the members to when we have attended today's meeting. We have a very good attendance as well, and everybody was there on time with all the assignees. There was no changes in the last minute, and that's very good, especially considering the difficult times we are going through. Now, on our ways on how we can improve the meeting, there are some very small tips that I would like to give. Especially, there are some nuances which we often ignore. Like we tend to try to use abbreviations, TMOD, TT master. These should be avoided. Even in my opinion, I wouldn't even like to say Madam Toastmaster. I mean MTM or TM. It's better to call to Madam Toastmaster, Toastmaster, or instead of saying DTM, I mean TMOD or TT master. Just something which we need to look at because it sounds better. Yeah, and then the introduction of the evaluator Toastmasters was very exhaustively. And I believe the TM Toastmaster of the day need not introduce the table topic master and the evaluators. There's no need for that because they are different sessions, and the session is being led by table topic master as well as the general evaluator. That perhaps it's a learning curve for Toastmaster Prashant. It's not, I'm not trying to find fault, but it's just a learning point that we need to learn from. Okay, and then so what happened was exhaustive evaluations of all the assignees actually took away a lot of time than what is actually envisaged. So that could actually be a bit more crisp and a little bit concise. See, we are generally, I find it very strange to be in this virtual meeting because we are talking to this inanimate camera, not knowing whether anybody is listening to you or anybody is looking at you, or even everybody is trying to understand what you say. So the minimum courtesy that you can extend to a speaker or a member is to switch on the cameras as much as possible, because we don't know anybody who's there or who's not there, or if I'm speaking to myself to the camera. So it as a word of support or solidarity with the speaker, I believe that it's as much as possible to please switch on the camera, and don't go for walks during Toastmasters meeting if possible. That's just a lighter note. So it's just that we have it's a mutually supportive and encouraging atmosphere that we need to build, and that we can demonstrate by being there. And the minimum we can do is to listen to them and show express our solidarity and presence in the meeting with our cameras on for a few minutes, unless there is some compelling reason somebody is receiving a phone call, which we cannot do in a normal meeting, but we can take liberties in a virtual meeting to answer a phone call during a meeting. Otherwise, I must compliment the table topic master for her outstanding topic selection and the innovative way in which the table topics were presented. On the whole, it was a very enlightening and entertaining educational session with all the assignee speakers who have done their job with aplomb. Thank you very much, and Madam Vice President Education. it just shows that the quality that you have been able to instill among the members and the values that we Arabians uphold in terms of having quality meetings. Thank you very much, and over to you, Toastmaster Day. Toastmaster Prashant?
Yeah,
Muted.
Sorry for this mute. Okay. Thank you, Suresh Kumar, for conducting the entire evaluation session with the par excellence. I'm confident that evaluation session is much more benefited, not to the speakers, but all the fellow members of the club. Thank you. Let me say huge applause of for the evaluators and general evaluators for this distinguished role. Now I would request Toastmaster Nanda Kumar to open the poll for the best assignee for the today's session.
Yeah, I'm launching the vote poll. Request you to cast your vote at the earliest. So I'm closing the vote poll. I'm ending the poll. Thank you.
Toastmaster Nanda Kumar, are you in a position to announce the winners?
Yeah, give me 2 minutes. I will. Yeah, give me 2 minutes because winners will be announced after your session, I think.
Okay,
I believe.
I would proceed with my rest of the session and then I will call you back. Okay, I would like to talk on theme in particular as a part of my concluding speech. Absolutely all the team members have provided that fervid opinion on the theme. Everyone firmly stated that we human beings have immense potential by birth. It's we ourselves, based on our mindset and lack of esteem, we limit ourselves. Once during town hall meeting, a participant asked one simple question to one of the leading business entrepreneur about his secret of success. He responded with a very simple quote, "Time and tide wait for none." He narrated that the opportunities are plenty, but one who catches them timely becomes successful. Winners always look opportunities in difficulties, whereas losers look obstacles during difficulties. One must come out of comfort zone in order to be successful and satisfied with respect to his or her inculcated skill. With this, I end up my session being a Toastmaster of the day. I really enjoyed associating with all of you during today's session. I hope that such event to come in future as well. Thank you all for your support. Special thanks to VP Education
Mr. Prashant, you have some network issue, I feel.
Give me one second.
Toastmaster Prashant, we are not able to hear you.
There is some network issue, I feel.
Okay, then let us go
Followed,
ahead with vote counter. Let us go ahead with the results.
Yeah. Thank you, T.O. Modi and President. Now I'm sharing the screen. The best speaker today is Toastmaster Arul Shankar. The best evaluator today is Toastmaster Sheetal Agarwal. The best table topic speaker today is Toastmaster Ashik Nazir. The best role player today is our table topic master, Toastmaster Rupa Avadani. I will share the PDF form in the group, and thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Toastmaster Prashant, you are muted.
Yeah. Thank you, Toastmaster Nanda Kumar, for the announcement of the winners. Now I hand over the platform to Toastmaster President Arul Shankar.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, for conducting this session in a fabulous manner. Please give a big round of applause to Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Prashant, for the first time Toastmaster of the Day, correct?
Yes, yes.
Well appreciated. Dear Arabians, it's time for us to go for an important business session, the club elections. So we have our past president, dynamic Toastmaster Sneha Suresh, to conduct the election process. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests, very good evening to you all. I thank the President of Arabian Toastmasters Club for entrusting me with the responsibility of taking the club through the election process. To conduct the elections, to elect or to select the new officers who will take charge from the 1st of July 2021 and manage the club affairs till 30th June 2022. Before I begin, may I ask the Secretary if we have met the quorum to conduct the elections? As of now, we have 34 active members, and to meet the quorum, we need at least 18 members to be present. Please confirm.
Yes, ma'am. We need that, and we have sufficient members to conduct the elections.
Thank you, Toastmaster Secretary, Toastmaster Ramesh. May I ask the current officers to please turn on your videos? The current officers. Fellow Toastmasters, these officers have been the driving force behind each and every activity that you have witnessed in Arabian Toastmasters Club for the last 1 year. They've toiled day in and day out to keep the club at its best performance level. The time has come for these officers to hand over the baton to a new set of officers, sit, relax, guide, and watch them perform. Thank you, officers, for the wonderful job. You may now turn off your cameras if you wish. As required by the protocol, our club president, Toastmaster Arul Shankar, appointed our immediate past president, Madam Toastmaster Saira Uman, as the chairman of nominating committee. Madam Saira then formed the nominating committee with DTM Suresh Kumar and Toastmaster Abhilash as committee members. The committee was in contact with all the members and came up with a list of members most suitable to manage the club affairs for the next term. The list of nominated candidates was announced in the last meeting. However, any active member of the club in good standing who is present today may come forward and to nominate himself from the floor and compete in the elections for any club officer position. A candidate who loses in the election for a particular club officer position may compete for the next officer position without any problems. May I now request the nominating committee chair, Toastmaster Saira, to please present the nominated candidates for the upcoming term 2020-2021.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sneha. Good evening once again. It's my pleasure to announce the official nomination for the office bearers for the Toastmaster year 2021-22. President, Toastmaster Sheetal Agarwal. VP Education, Toastmaster Ravish Malpani. VP Membership, Toastmaster Rahul Agarwal. VP Public Relations, Toastmaster Rupa Avdani. Secretary, Toastmaster Vasanthi Sai Krishna. Treasurer, Toastmaster Nilesh Verma. Surgeon at Arms, Toastmaster Prashant Karle. Toastmaster Yasin Mazuz, and Toastmaster Abid Khan.
Thank you, Toastmaster Saira. I now relieve you and your team of your duties as the nominating committee. Let me briefly explain the officer positions for which will be conducting the elections and major responsibilities of each position. Sergeant at Arms. He is responsible for serving as master host and making proper physical arrangements for all club meetings. Coordinate with Vice President, Public Relations and Vice President Membership to ensure that each member and guest is welcomed at club meetings. Responsible for orderly conduct of the meeting. Treasurer. He is responsible for development and execution of financial policies, procedures, audits, and controls. Receive and disperse funds in payment of all obligations. Develop and recommend budget to club executive committee. Notify members, pay dues and collect dues and send them to TMI. Secretary. He or she is responsible for club records and correspondence. Custodian of club constitution, bylaws, and all other official club documents. He has to submit the updated membership and officer records to the World Headquarters. Record and read minutes of club meetings and executive committee meetings. Submit names of newly elected officers to World Headquarters within 10 days following elections. Vice President, Public Relations. He shall develop, implement, and administer a program that maintains a positive image of Toastmasters for all the members, guests, and general public. He is also responsible for the internal and external public relations of the club. Vice President Membership. He shall plan, organize, and implement a continuous membership marketing effort, which ensures that the club maintains or exceeds a charter membership level of 20 members. In coordination with club treasurer, the Vice President Membership is responsible for prompt submission to World Headquarters of club's semi-annual reports, including membership lists and dues payment. Provide for recognition of Toastmasters who contribute to increase of membership in Toastmasters International. Maintain accurate membership roster and attendance records. Vice President Education. He is responsible for planning successful club meetings so that each member has the opportunity to achieve his educational goals. You shall direct planning, organization, and implementation of the Pathways program, Speechcraft, and other educational programs. As the second highest ranking club officer, preside at the club and executive committee meetings in the absence of the president. President of the club. President of Arabian Toastmasters Club is its executive chief officer and will be expected to preside at all club meetings and at regular and special meetings of his executive committee. It is his challenge to see that the club enables its members to achieve their educational goals. It is also his challenge to see that the club helps the area, division, district, and Toastmasters International to meet their goals. He is a member of his team as well as a leader. A team is more than a collection of people. It is an emotional force rooted in the feelings, thoughts, and actions of all the members with a common goal of achievement, sharing, and mutual support. He needs to work with his team members to create a healthy, dynamic club, a club of which everyone will be proud. Before we start the election process, I would like to go through a few ground rules. After the candidate nominated by the nomination team has been introduced, I will ask 3 times from nominations from the floor. After the 3rd time, the nomination for that position will be closed. If anyone is running from the floor, please use the raise hand button so that the host and co-host will be notified. After a member has been nominated for a position, I will ask for someone to second that nomination. In the event that there is a candidate from the floor and has been nominated, has been nominated and then seconded, each candidate will be given 2 minutes to address the audience. After the candidates have finished their speeches, we will go for a voting. Before the poll is sent out, guests and inactive members will be moved out to a breakout room since only paid active members are eligible to vote. After they have been moved to the breakout room, as a host, I will also send out a poll for you to vote for the candidate or for the position. These are some of the rules to be remembered. Are there any questions before we start? If none, let's proceed. I'll request the secretary to please take down the details. Madam Toastmaster Sheetal has been nominated for the position of president. Can I ask one of our members to second this nomination?
I second this nomination.
Thank you. Toastmaster Sheetal, will you accept the position if elected?
Yes, ma'am. I will accept the position if elected.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any nominations from the floor? Second time. Are there any nominations from the floor? The final call. Are there any nominations from the floor for the position of the president? If no, may I ask one of the members to move a motion to close the nomination for the position of the president?
I move that motion.
Madam Election Officer, I would like to move a motion.
Go ahead, Suresh.
Madam Election Officer, I would like to move a motion to close the election for the office of the president.
May I ask another member to second?
I second it.
Thank you, DTM Uman and Suresh. As there is only one nominee, may I please ask the club secretary to cast a single ballot on behalf of Toastmaster Sheetal as president?
Good evening. I cast a single ballot on behalf of Toastmaster Sheetal Agarwal as club president.
Thank you. I hereby declare that Toastmaster Sheetal Agarwal has been elected as the president of Arabian Toastmasters Club to lead the club from the term 1st July 2020 to 30th June 2022. Sorry, 1st July 2021 to 30th June 2022. Congratulations, Madam Sheetal.
Thank you.
Now, moving on. Toastmaster Ravish Malpani has been nominated for the position of Vice President Education. Can I ask one of our members to second this nomination?
I second it.
Toastmaster Ravish Malpani, will you accept the role if elected?
Yes, ma'am. I'm very well accepting for the role for the new term. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Ravish. Are there any nominations from the floor? Any nominations from the floor? Final. Are there any more nominations from the floor? If no, can I ask one of our members to move a motion to close the nomination for the position of Vice President Education?
Madam Election Officer, I move a motion to close the nominations for the role of VP Education.
Can someone second it?
I second the motion.
Thank you. As there is only one nominee, can I ask the club secretary to cast a single ballot on behalf of Toastmaster Ravish Malpani as Vice President Education?
I cast a single ballot on behalf of Toastmaster Ravish Malpani as Vice President Education.
I hereby declare that Toastmaster Ravish Malpani has been elected as the Vice President Education of Arabian Toastmasters Club for the year, for the term 1st July 2021 to 30th June 2022. Congratulations, Toastmaster Ravish. Moving on. Toastmaster Rahul Agrawal has been nominated for the position of VP membership. Can I ask one of the members to please second the nomination?
I second his nomination.
Toastmaster Rahul Agrawal, will you accept this position if elected?
Yes, ma'am. I will accept this position if elected.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rahul. Are there any nominations from the floor? Any nominations from the floor? Final time. Are there any more nominations from the floor for the position of VP membership? If no, can I ask one of the members to move a motion to close the nomination for the position of VP membership?
I move a motion to close this nomination for the post of VP membership.
Can someone second that?
I second the motion.
As there's only one nominee, may I ask the club secretary to please cast a single ballot on behalf of Toastmaster Rahul Agrawal as the VP membership?
I cast a single ballot on behalf of Toastmaster Rahul Agarwal as Vice President Membership.
Thank you. I hereby declare that Toastmaster Rahul Agrawal has been elected as the VP membership for the club Arabian Toastmasters for the term 1st July 2021 to 30th June 2022. Congratulations, Toastmaster Rahul.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
I request all the members to encourage them by giving them a round of applause. Toastmaster Rupa Avdani has been nominated for the position of VPPR, the Public Relations. Can I ask one of the members to second that motion? No, the nomination, sorry.
I second the nomination.
Thank you. Toastmaster Rupa, will you accept the position if elected?
Yes, I will accept the position if elected.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rupa. Are there any nominations from the floor? Any nominations from the floor? Finally, the third time, any nominations for the role of VP Public Relations? If no, can I ask one of our members to move a motion to close the nominations for the role of VP Public Relations?
Yeah, I move a motion to close the nomination for the role of VP Public Relations.
Can somebody second that, please?
I'll second the motion.
Thank you. As there's only one nominee, can I ask the club secretary to cast a single ballot on behalf of Toastmaster Rupa Avdani, Public Relations?
I cast a single ballot on behalf of Toastmaster Rupa Avdani as Vice President, Public Relations.
Thank you. I hereby declare that Toastmaster Rupa Avdani has been elected as the Vice President, Public Relations of Arabian Toastmasters Club to lead the club for the term 1st July 2021 to 30th June 2022. Congratulations, Madam Rupa. Moving on to the position of the Secretary. Toastmaster Vasanthi Sai Krishna has been nominated for the position of Secretary. Can I have someone second the position? Nomination, please.
I second the nomination.
Toastmaster Vasanthi, will you accept the position if elected?
Yeah, I will accept if I elect.
Are there any nominations from the floor? Any nominations from the floor? Finally, any nominations from the floor for the position of Secretary? If no, may I ask one of our members to please move a motion to close the nomination for the position of Secretary?
I move a motion to close the position of Secretary.
Thank you. Can someone second that, please?
I second it.
Thank you. And there's only one nominee. Can I please ask the club secretary to cast a single ballot on behalf of Toastmasters Vasanthi Sai Krishna as the secretary?
I cast a single ballot on behalf of Toastmaster Vasanthi Sai Krishna as a club secretary.
Thank you. I hereby declare that Toastmaster Vasanthi Sai Krishna has been elected as the secretary of Arabian Toastmasters Club for the term 1st July 2021 to 30th June 2022. Congratulations, Madam Vasanthi.
Thank you, thank you.
Moving on to the role of treasurer, Toastmaster Nilesh Verma has been nominated for the position of treasurer. Can I ask someone to please second that nomination?
I second.
Thank you. Toastmaster Nilesh Verma, will you accept the position if elected?
Unmute, please. Unmute.
Sorry. Yes, madam. If I elected, I will accept this position.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nilesh. Are there any nominations from the floor for the position of treasurer? Any nominations from the floor? A final call. Are there any more nominations for the position of treasurer from the floor? Having none, I ask one of our members to please move a motion to close the nomination for the position of the treasurer.
Yeah, I move the motion to close the nomination for the position of treasurer.
Can someone please second?
I second
the motion.
Thank you. As there's only one nominee, can I ask the club secretary to please cast a single ballot on behalf of Toastmaster Nilesh Verma as treasurer?
I cast a single ballot on behalf of Toastmaster Nilesh Verma as club's treasurer.
Thank you. I hereby declare that Toastmaster Nilesh Verma has been elected as the treasurer of Arabian Toastmasters Club for the term 1st July 2021 to 30th June 2022. Congratulations, Toastmaster Nilesh.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now, we will be moving on to the role of, for the nominations of the Sergeant at Arms. I will be doing all three at the same time. Toastmaster Prashant Karle, Toastmaster Yazin Mazuz, Toastmaster Abid Khan. They are the three members who have been nominated for the position of Sergeant at Arms. Can I ask one of the members to please second this nomination?
I second this nomination.
Thank you. Toastmaster Prashant Karle, Toastmaster Yasin, and Toastmaster Abid Khan. Will you accept the position if elected?
I accept the position which I collected.
Thank you.
Yes, madam, I will accept this position if I am selected.
Thank you. Is Toastmaster Yasin present?
I mean, he's not there, but he's okay. He'll accept.
Thank you. Are there any nominations from the floor? Any nominations from the floor, please, for the position of Sergeant at Arms? Final call. Any nominations from the floor for the position of Sergeant at Arms? Having none, I will request one of our members to please move a motion to close the nomination for the position of Sergeant at Arms. Can somebody please move a motion?
I move the motion
I move-
to close the
Oh, please
position
go ahead.
for the Sergeant at Arms.
Can someone second, please?
I second it.
As there are no one from the floor, can I ask the club secretary to please cast a single ballot on behalf of Toastmaster Prashant Karle, Toastmaster Yazin Mazuz, and Toastmaster Abid Ali for the role of as Sergeant at Arms?
I cast a single ballot on behalf of Toastmaster Prashant Karle, Toastmaster Yasin Marzouk, and Toastmaster Abid Khan as Club Sergeant at Arms.
Thank you. I hereby declare that Toastmaster Prashant Karle, Toastmaster Yazin Mazuz, and Toastmaster Abid Khan have been elected as the Sergeant at Arms of Arabian Toastmasters Club for the term 1st July 2021 to 30th June 2022. Congratulations, dear members, Toastmaster Prashant, Yasin, and Toastmaster Abid. And thank you for accepting the roles.
Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmasters.
I'd like to request all the newly elected officers to please turn on your cameras so that the club gets to see its new leadership coming in and congratulate you. Please give them a thunderous round of applause. And let me be the first to congratulate all of you as the team that will take Arabian Toastmasters Club forward for the year 2021-2022. Wishing you all the very best for a wonderful and successful year ahead. Thank you. Over to you, President Toastmaster Arul Shankar.
Thank you, Election Officer Toastmaster Sneha Suresh, for conducting this election process flawlessly.
Thank you.
Dear Arabians, let us give a big round of applause to the incoming ExCom members for a great and successful year ahead. VPPR Toastmaster Sangeeta, can we take a photo of the new ExCom by spotlighting them?
Yeah, sure. No problem.
Only the new ExCom.
Zoom Master, can you please spotlight them?
We'll make you co-host. Can you?
I will do it. Yes, I think all are spotlighted, right?
Yes, can I have you all please smiling? Nice smiles. This is going to go up in social media. Please. It's going to stay in the internet forever. Smile. Come on. All right. 1, 2, 3, and cheese. Rupa, to the camera, please. 1, 2. Don't laugh. 1, 2, 3, and cheese. Thank you.
One more picture with the election officer. Should I add the one more nomination chair also? Ma'am, I'm not able to spotlight.
Toastmaster Arul, only 9 people can be spotlighted at a time.
Okay, it's a good learning for me. Thank you.
All right. 1, 2, 3, and cheese. Thank you.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Yes, done.
Big smiles. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, Ravish is gone. Okay. Big smiles. 1, 2, 3. Cheese. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sangeeta, for the pictures. Dear Arabians, next our installation meeting will be on either on 25th or 26th. Like our JTC is also having on the same day on 25th. So we are in discussion with them to either we need to postpone or they have to postpone. Once confirmed, I will update you. So it will be either on 25th Friday or 26th on Saturday. Okay, that's it from my side. Any more points to be discussed? Now the meeting is open now.
Mr. President, I have one point to discuss, or to just remind. For Toastmasters and guests, good evening once again. I'd just like to request you all, since I'm the awards committee chair for Arabian Toastmasters Club this year, I've already sent an email to everyone via email as well as WhatsApp group. Please send in your nominations for the best awardees for this year. It really help us in appreciating and honoring those who have gone above and beyond for Arabian Toastmasters Club. So that's it from my side, and back to you, Mr. President.
Yes, thank you, DTM Vijay. And one more kind reminder for submitting the articles for our Arabian Chronicle, the magazine for this program year.
Yes, that's why I raised my hand. I request, a humble request, if you don't want me to bug all of you, to please send in your articles, or else now it's kind of like alternate reminders. It's going to get into daily reminders and then hourly reminders. So please don't curse me. And I just hope that I can get this magazine up and running before I hand over my roles to Toastmaster Rupa. So please, 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 either you can send it to me to WhatsApp or into the email ID that I keep circulating around. So I hope to get something from everyone, even if it's just a couple of lines, it's okay.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Sangeeta. And I'm sure Arabians will not trouble you much. They'll be sending your articles as early as possible. And that's it. With this, I close this meeting. Good night.
Sangeeta, you start threatening people.
I have been
That's the
doing
only
it
way.
diplomatic.
No, initially, you are too soft. Now you start threatening. That is the way.
The intensity of the follow-up increases, so will the tone of my follow-up changes, you know. Now it's all very nice.
She's got only 20 minutes more to go.
So I have 22 different ways of conveying my message to you guys.
No, first she said weekly, then daily, then hourly. When it comes to hourly, it should be total calls.
I hope I don't get resorted to that, you know. I don't.
Congratulations for Sheetal, Toastmaster Sheetal, Toastmaster Rahul, and Toastmaster Ravish, and remaining all the
Thank
members.
you and congratulations to new ExCom members.
Yeah, all the
Thanks and congratulations to all of the new ExCom members.
The best.
Congratulations to a new team.
Thank you, Suresh sir.
Congratulations
you.
to the new team.
Let's
I'm
hope
sure
that
with the
you will
support of
take.
all, we will have a great, successful year ahead.
Yes, for sure. We'll all.
Let's hope at least after 3-4 months, maybe by December, at least we can start our meetings in fully. Let's hope.
Yeah.
And please
And we can try to be the first club to start physical meet.
No,
any
just
person, you know, they can continue being a part. It's completely.
Oh yeah, that is true.
You can stop recording. Yeah, I think this may not be required now.